Good day children, welcome to the class of English New Voices. In today's class, we are going to continue with lesson number 8, the donut. We are going to do a few exercises related to grammar which is there in your textbook. So children, let us proceed with the exercise. The first exercise that we are going to do today is related to compound words. Before we proceed with the exercise, let us understand what are compound words. A word formed by joining two words is known as compound word. For example, dough plus nut will give you a compound word donut. Here, dough has a different meaning, nut has a different meaning. But when we join both the words together to form a compound word, the word that you get has totally different meaning. The next one is butter and fly. So when we join these two words, that is butter and fly, we get a compound word butterfly. The third one is sun plus flower. So when you join these two words, you get a compound word sunflower. Children, I hope this concept is clear. Okay, so now let us move to the exercise. Match these words correctly to form compound words. In the left hand column, you have snow, some, with, home, sail, barn, silver. And on the right hand side, you have body, boat, yard, ball, out, where, work. So let us take the first word, that is snow. Match snow with the word in the right hand side column to get a compound word. Yes, snowball. So the compound word is snowball. Okay, snow has a different meaning, ball has a different meaning. But when we join both the words, you get a compound word which has totally different meaning. Okay, the second one, some. Somebody. Yes, somebody. The next one, with. Yes, with plus out will give you without. Next one, home. Home plus, yes, correct. Home plus work will give you homework. Next, sail. Sail plus boat. Very good. Sail plus boat will give you sailboat. The next one, barn. Barn plus yard. Very good. Barn plus yard will give you barnyard. What do you mean by barnyard? Yes, barnyard means it's an open space in front of a large building which is used to store grains or any other cattle fodder. Okay. The next one, silver. Yes, silver plus ware will give you silverware. What do you mean by silverware? Silverware means utensils, vessels, crockeries like spoons, forks, which is made of silver or coated with silver. Okay. Now let us move to the second exercise. Read the given sentence. The donut was yummy. Children, can you pick out the noun here? Yes, the noun here is donut. How was the donut? How was the donut? Yes, the donut was yummy. Here, yummy describes the noun donut. That is, it tells us something more about the noun donut. So, yummy is a describing word. And what are describing words known as? Yes, describing words are known as adjectives. Okay, adjectives are also known as describing words, and they describe a noun. Okay, so the next exercise that we are going to do today is related to adjectives. Fill in the blanks with suitable adjectives. The dash house is down the road. Now children, first find out the nouns here. Yes, house and road. But here we have a blank before the noun house. So you have to use a word which will describe the noun house. Okay? So can you describe house? The dash house is down the road. Yes, you can say the small house is down the road. Or yes, the large house is down the road. The beautiful house is down the road. See, you can use so many words to describe the noun house. Okay, so we have discussed 3 adjectives. You can use any one to fill in this blank. You can say the small house is down the road, the large house is down the road, the beautiful house is down the road, or you can even say the broken house is down the road. Okay, you can use many words to describe the noun house. Okay, the next one. The dash girl laughed at the joke. Here, girl is the noun. So you have to use words which will describe the girl. Yes, you can say the beautiful girl laughed at the joke. You can say the lazy girl laughed at the joke. You can say the mischievous girl laughed at the joke. You can also say the naughty girl laughed at the joke. Okay, so you can use many words to describe the noun girl. So you can use any one of the given adjective to fill in the blank. Okay, the next one. Pooja bought dash cards from the gift shop. Here we have 3 nouns. Pooja, cards, gift and shop. Okay, gift shop. So here the blank is before the noun cards. So you have to use the words, you have to use adjectives that will describe the noun cards, because the blank space is given before the noun cards. So naturally we are going to use words that will describe the noun cards. Yes, you can say Pooja bought expensive cards from the shop, or you can say Pooja bought transparent cards from the gift shop, or you can also say Pooja bought colorful cards from the gift shop. Okay, so whichever adjective you want to use, you can use. Okay, you can say Pooja bought expensive cards from the gift shop, Pooja bought transparent cards from the gift shop, Pooja bought colorful cards from the gift shop. The choice is yours. You can use any adjective before the noun cards, which will describe the noun cards. Okay, I hope this is clear. Okay, the next one. We saw a dash movie at my house. Now here we have 2 nouns, movie and house. But since the blank space is given before the noun movie, we have to use a word which will describe the noun movie. Okay? Yes. How you can describe a movie? Yes, we can say we saw a horror movie at my house, a thriller movie at my house. suspense movie at my house, or action movie at my house, anything. Okay, you can also use comedy movie. Okay, we saw a horror movie at my house, we saw a thriller movie at my house, we saw a comedy movie at my house. Any adjective can be used to describe the noun movie. The next one, the dash dog was wagging his tail. Here again we have two nouns, dog and tail, but since the blank space is before the noun dog, so we will use words to describe the noun dog. Yes, you can say the mischievous dog was wagging his tail. You can say the fierce dog was wagging his tail. Here you can even mention the color of the dog, like the brown dog was wagging his tail or the black dog was wagging his tail. Okay. So here you have many options in front of you. You can use any one option to fill in the blank. Okay. The next one. Her mother baked us dash cookies. Here again we have two nouns, mother and cookies. But since the blank space is before cookies, we will use adjectives to describe cookies. So here you can say round, yummy or many. Now here many is adjective of number. Now you might be wondering, many is not a number. Then why we say that it is adjective of number? Children, cookies, when I say cookies, it can be counted. It is a countable noun. Yes or no? Here I have mentioned many. Even though I have mentioned many, I can count the number of cookies. But instead of counting and telling you the number, I have just written many. So because cookies can be counted and it is a countable noun, many will be adjective of number. Okay. So here you can use any adjective of your choice to fill in the blank. Her mother baked us brown cookies. Her mother baked us yummy cookies. Her mother baked us many cookies. Okay. The next one. I like to eat dash pizza. I like to eat dash pizza. Here again pizza is the noun, and since the blank space is before the noun pizza, you have to use a word which will describe the noun pizza. Yes, you can say I like to eat spicy pizza, or you can say I like to eat tasty pizza. Okay. So you can use any one of these adjectives to fill in the blank space. The next one, the dash monster tried to chase the kids. Now here again we have two nouns, monster and kids. Now since the blank space is before the noun monster, you have to use a word to describe the noun monster. Okay, how will you describe a monster? Yes, you can say the furry monster tried to chase the kids, or you can say the fierce monster tried to chase the kids, or you can say the scary monster tried to chase the kids. Okay, or the large monster tried to chase the kids. Okay, any one you can write. Okay, now let us move to the next exercise. We have learned what are adjectives. What are adjectives? Adjectives are describing words, and it describes the qualities of the given noun. Sometimes we compare similar qualities of different things. To do this, we make a comparison of adjective. So let us understand what is comparison of adjectives. Here in the first picture you can see a bag which is grey in color. Okay. So if I want to make a sentence, I can say this is a big bag. Here the word big describes the bag. Okay, so big is a positive degree because I am just talking about the bag which is in front of me. So I just say it is a big bag. Okay. Now in the second picture you can see two bags. One is grey in color and one is orange in color. Now when I compare the grey bag and the orange bag, when I compare the grey bag and the orange bag, I see that the orange bag is bigger than the grey bag. Yes or no? You can clearly see the difference. So here I am comparing two bags. So I will use comparative degree. So the comparative degree of big will be bigger. So here what I have done? I have added ER to the positive degree to get a comparative degree. Now in the third example, I have one more bag which is blue in color. So now I am comparing the grey bag, the blue bag and the orange bag. Now here the comparison is done between more than two bags. So now I find that the blue bag is the biggest of all the other bags. Okay, so here I use the superlative degree of comparison. So I form the superlative degree of comparison by adding EST to the positive degree. So when we add ER to the positive degree, we get the comparative degree. And when we add EST to the positive degree, we get the superlative degree. Okay, there will be other few changes in the spellings. Okay, like here when I form the comparative degree, other than adding ER, I have written G one more time. So the spelling for means big will be the positive degree, and when I say bigger it will be BIGGER, and when I say biggest it will be BIGGEST. Okay, biggest. So positive degree is used to describe a quality. Comparative degree is used to compare the same quality in two things, and superlative degree is used to compare the same quality in more than two things. Okay, I hope this is clear. So now let us move to the exercise. To compare similar qualities in two or more things, we add ER and EST to the adjective. We call these degree of comparison. So this is known as degree of comparison. Okay, so there are three degrees of comparison: positive, comparative and superlative. Okay, positive is used just to describe the quality of a noun. Comparative degree is used when you compare two things with the same quality, and superlative degree is used when the comparison is done between more than two things with the same quality. Okay, now choose the correct adjective to complete these sentences. This is the dash blanket in the house. Now there are many blankets, so here which degree will be used? So I am talking about one blanket. When I compare that blanket with the other blankets, I find that this is the which degree you are going to use? Are you comparing two blankets? No. Are you talking about only one blanket? No. We are talking about many blankets that are there in the house. So naturally the comparison is between many blankets. That is more than two blankets. So which degree you are going to use here? Yes, you are going to use the superlative degree of comparison. So here the correct answer will be, this is the warmest blanket in the house. This is the warmest blanket in the house. Now the second one. Shan is dash then Samir right now. Now here you can see the names of two people. Okay, one is Shan and the other one is Samir. So naturally here the comparison is between two people. Yes or no? So which degree you are going to use? Yes, comparative degree, because the comparison is between two people. So which one is the correct option? Sleepy, sleepier or sleepiest? Which is the comparative degree here? Yes, Shan is sleepier than Samir right now. So here sleepier is the correct option. The next one. That was the dash Sunday I have ever eaten. That was the dash Sunday I have ever eaten. What is Sunday? Sunday is not the name of the week. Okay. Here Sunday is an ice cream. Okay. That was the dash Sunday I have ever eaten. Here am I talking about any one Sunday that I have eaten? No. Am I comparing one Sunday with the other Sunday? No. Here I am talking about that particular Sunday which is superior than all the other Sundays that I have eaten. So here I will be using the superlative degree. So here the correct answer will be biggest. That was the biggest Sunday I have ever eaten. Okay. The next one. Kalpana ran dash than I did. Here again we are talking about two people. One is Kalpana and the other one is I. So there are two people here. So here the comparison is done between two people. So we are going to use comparative degree. So which is the comparative degree? Fast, faster or fastest? Kalpana ran dash than I did. Yes, very good. Faster. Kalpana ran faster than I did. The next one. January is the dash month of the year. Now here I am talking about January and I am comparing it with the other months. Okay, January is the dash month of the year. Is it cold, colder, coldest? I am talking about 1 month and I am comparing that 1 month with the other months of the year. Okay, so which degree you are going to use here? Yes, you are going to use the superlative degree. So January is the coldest month of the year. The next one, Miss Shilpa is the dash teacher in the school. Here I am talking about Miss Shilpa and here I am comparing her with the other teachers in the school. Here I am not comparing one teacher with another teacher and I am not talking about only one teacher either. I am comparing Miss Shilpa, who is a school teacher, with all the other teachers. So there are many teachers in the school, yes? Okay. So which degree here, which degree of comparison are we going to use here? Yes, we are going to use the superlative degree. So here, which will be the correct option? Is it nice, nicer or nicest? Yes, very good, nicest. Miss Shilpa is the nicest teacher in the school because here I am comparing Miss Shilpa with all the other teachers that are there in the school. So there are many teachers, so the comparison is between more than 2 teachers. So here I will be using the superlative degree of comparison. So the answer here will be nicest. Miss Shilpa is the nicest teacher in the school. So children, I hope the grammar part is clear to you. With this, we come to the end of lesson number 8, the donut. In the next class, we will be starting with the poem. So, see you in the next class. Take care. Bye. Saira.